Hello, welcome you faces. My name is Mitch in Motion. Today we're talking about savings. Now, savings are a very interesting topic because none of us were taught this in school. So I'm going to basically, show you why we don't have the savings and the three things that I've learned to overcome this issue that, a lot of people in the UK and around the world are struggling with. The massive infliction of inflation, rising costs going up, and also the cost of rent going up, the cost of goods going up, but our wages staying the same. How does that work? Now, back in the day, our ancestors obviously said, save for a rainy day. But how can you save for a rainy day when it's pouring every single day? You can't, can you? Exactly. And as much as we would like for ourselves to say, well, my grandparents did it, why can't I do it? I'm being stupid. You're not stupid. The system's built specifically for spending. It's not built for saving. As you can imagine, it's one of these situations where you're in a trap and you're walking out and every there's a company here, there's a company here, there's a company here going, buy me, buy me, buy me. Amazon, Google, eBay. There's stuff coming at you at 1,000,000 miles an hour saying, well, do you want it? Because it's new and it's trendy and you can have it. There's buy now, pay later schemes. What are they? They're a great technology if you use your money right. But for the majority of people, it's built for the wealthy, but actually the poor people and people like myself in the past have been in that situation where we've used it and it's backfired and we owe a lot of money. So it's a good tool if you know how to handle it, but the tool is very complicated. You shouldn't really spend money that you do not have, especially if you're trying to save. So therefore, for myself, I want to give you some great knowledge that I've learned from people in the finance sector who I know, my own personal experience of going broke and making myself get back out of being broke. But also, I just want to be able to change even one person's life in this video. Now, it's not hard, it's not difficult. What it is you've got to put it in motion. And it is an art. We weren't taught it at school. So today I'm going to show you how I managed to get out of it and how you can too. Because nobody should be struggling in 2025. And if you are struggling, please watch this video. And also like and subscribe it because the algorithm can help me get more subscribers, meaning I can push this content out to more people. A bit of a stutter there. But the main things is that I personally think that we're all capable of having a good life. So I want to break it down for you. Again, my name is Mitch in Motion. Please like and subscribe our video and let's get into this, shall we? So, number one, people pay their bills first and then they pay themselves second. There's an error in there and I don't know if you know what it is, but they're doing it the wrong way around. What you should be doing is when you get paid is you take a proportion of that money, maybe 5-10%, maybe £5, £10, whatever you can afford to put away. Now, in your head you might be saying, I can't put it away, but you can do it. Grab a little portion, 50 quid, 60 quid, or 40 quid, doesn't matter, even if it's 10 quid or 5 quid. Take that £5 or take that £10 and put this money into a separate bank account here. So the money goes over in a standing order when you get paid into this bank account, right? When it's in that bank account, it's there and it's not getting taken out. It's only a small amount and you live off the new budget and you tell yourself, I don't get paid a set amount, which is, let's say, whatever it is, 1,800 originally per month. I'm now living off 1,750 per month. I make £1,750 per month. In the meantime, you're pulling £50 over here and you're not thinking about it because that's what you're living on. and that's what you've set your budget at. So even if you're in debt, there's still ways to put £1, £2 away. And if you do £1, £2 a day on your payday, it might not look like you're putting money away, but it's teaching you something. It's rewiring your brain to say, hold on, I need to pay myself first, and then you sort out the debts afterwards. Because the more you pay yourself first, when you start making more money, you can do the same strategy over and over again, but with bigger amounts. They always say to handle 1 million, you've got to first handle 100,000. And if can handle 100,000, first you need to handle 1,000. And if you can handle 1,000, you need to handle 10. And you have to break it all the way down from the beginning, all the way up to the top. How do people manage £1 million? They learn to manage £1, £2, £5, £10. They start at the bottom. And over time, your debts will start going down, your money will start coming back up, and you start putting more money into the savings and start filling it up. Like a bathtub. You're turning on the taps, you're filling it up. You may have a few little holes coming out and bits of water dripping underneath the bath, but what you're doing is you're filling the bath up with more water than what's coming out of the bottom of the bath. So in time, the bath fills up, and that water is your money getting bigger and bigger. It's an amazing concept. It works. It helps you configure your brain, and you'll realize in about 3 months the difference that just that one simple thing can do. Now, the best bit, the second bit, which we all love to do, is hide it. Like I say, once it's in that separate bank account over here, set and forget. You set the standing order up, you pretend that you didn't even do it, and you don't go into that bank account unless there is a real emergency. And coming in at number 3 is, we make saving easier. Why don't we make spending harder? That is number 3. Now, how do you make spending harder? So, you're going out to Starbucks every week. You're getting a Starbucks every day. I know people that get Starbucks every single day. My best friend Chris gets Starbucks every single day. And I can say from my opinion that, yes, he has the money to do so, but is that wise? Now, if you've got the money, you can do whatever you want. But if you've got no money, you really are trying to live a lifestyle that you can't afford. Now, that's not your fault. You want to have a good life. You're trying to survive through the pain of living in debt and in struggle. And I grew up in struggle, in poverty. I grew up in that sector as well. So you just want to have a good life, try and have a good life, but you're at the cost of debt. Now, like I say, you're rewarded for the debt, for spending and getting money back, cash back. Well, I'm getting cash back for spending money. That doesn't mean that you're still saving money. You're saving a little bit of money, but you've just spent a lot of money. So with the third thing, I would say just limit the amount of times you go to something. So for instance, you don't want to stop your Starbucks, that's fine. Instead of going every day, go every week. Or if you go every week, go every month. And have a reward system in place at the end of the month to say, I'm going to get myself a Starbucks. Instead of paying £3 every week or £4 every week, you're paying £4 in a month. So you're saving nearly £16, like £12 in a month just from coffees. Now, if you look at different parts of your life, they're exactly the same. So you could look at anything. Food, you're overeating and food, going out and paying for food every week. Takeaways are a big thing in the UK because it's easy. We've become a civilization that's life is easy, and we put it on easy mode because it's just there and it can be done. Whereas it's damaging you, and internally, unconsciously, you're hurting. You don't realise you're doing it to yourself. You think, oh well, it's just debt. No, it's not just debt. It's debt that's bad debt. And what I want to do is to teach you how to make good debt versus bad debt. And that was what will be my next video on YouTube, because too many people think that a car is a good debt. It can be good if they're in certain circumstances. But I hope you've gained some sort of knowledge. Obviously, from the third point that you just limit your spending, it's really important to do that. I hope you've learned something. If you have, please put it in the comment section below, or any questions that you have about the video that you have for me, because I would love to more than happy reply to them. Because I want to help people learn how to do it well, how to save, how to save properly. Now, there is a lot of videos for finance coming on, personal finance, teaching people about how to be better at them, for themselves, if they can grow their money. That's one of the biggest concerns in society, is a lot of breakdowns are due to having no money. If you can handle your finances, then you can get everything else in order as well. Money is not the end, money is a tool, and with that tool you can go wherever you want and do whatever you want. So I hope you've learned something, and please, again, like, subscribe, help that little algorithm get working, because you know, the more people I can get my information to, the better. And I love it. I love helping people. So this is my way of giving. So have a good rest of the day, and I'll see you next time on the next video, good debt versus bad debt. All right, take care. Bye now.